Hey, good evening. This is Wayne County Now, the evening news for Friday, May the 31st, 2024. I'm Dustin Fuller reporting. A reminder, these and other stories are available by visiting us at our website at mywaynecountynow.com. Tonight, Friday night, that means we have a Wayne County salute for you as well, and we have a very special announcement that we will announce on the podcast later on in this edition. Johnny Green made his initial court appearance via Zoom in Wayne County Court this morning. Johnny Green being charged in Wayne County Court with aggravated driving under the influence, a Class 2 felony, and reckless homicide, a Class 3 felony. His attorney, TJ Parrish, was present with three character witnesses for Green. Incident led to the death of James L. Burrow of McLeansboro. The alleged incident took place in 4 Mile Township in Wayne County. Green faces up to 24 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections with a truth in sentencing statute, meaning that it requires an 85% service sentence. Sentence is based on the charges. The preliminary hearing is set for 3 p.m. on June 25th in Wayne County Court. The state filed a denial of pretrial release in the case. Assistant State's Attorney Kyle Ellis used evidence from the Illinois State Police in the incident. Attorney T.J. Parrish argued that his prior criminal history doesn't warrant denial of pretrial release. The victim's parents were also on hand with the defense, there to testify on behalf of Green. Ellis argued that the state has met its burden of proof and believes that he could be a risk. Parrish argued that his client is at the lowest risk category for reoffending. The victim's mother, Edna Burrow, believed that Green shouldn't be held for a tragic accident, as well as the victim's sister, Tammy, reiterated that same incident, and the incident was an accident, and she feels he would not reoffend. The victim's brother, Philip Burrow Jr., mentioned in his statement that he didn't know Green very well, but stated he knew his brother and Green were the best of friends, and argued that Green should have the ability to say goodbye to his best friend. Judge Denton Auden in the case determined, based on evidence and testimony provided, that Green would be granted pretrial release. Conditions of Green's release included no consumption of alcohol. A GPS or SCRAM monitor would be in place, as well as not being allowed to drive or visit an establishment where alcohol is primarily sold. He is scheduled to return to Wayne County Court June 25th at 3 p.m. for a preliminary hearing. Ray Tate appeared before Judge Auden in Wayne County Court via Zoom on Friday for a motion hearing. Tate pled guilty in April of 22 to the murder of Wayne County Deputy Sean Riley. An amended motion was filed on July 23rd for withdrawal of his guilty plea. At the last hearing, the state appointed John Meter as standby counsel for Tate. Also at the hearing, Tate was granted leave to file a second amended motion to withdraw his guilty plea or a supplemental motion to withdraw a guilty plea. In the motion hearing, prosecution had subpoenaed from Tate's previous attorney, Heidi Hoffey, items involving records in the case, including sentencing and previous pleas. Tate, representing himself, did not have an objection to that motion. In regard to the second amended motion to withdraw his guilty plea, Tate claimed that he missed the deadline to file a response to the prosecution due to a lockdown at the Menard Correctional Facility, where he's currently being held. Wayne County State's Attorney Kevin Kakak requested information from Menard in regards to mail being sent out during a lockdown. Tate claims that his mail was sent May 3rd, but is yet to be received by the Wayne County Courthouse. There was also a question in regards to which motion is currently superseding at the evidentiary hearing. According to Tate, a supplemental motion and amended motion were involved in the case. It was determined that Tate could file the second amended motion in the case. However, it was also found that if Tate is found to be fabricating the situation at Menard, the state would severely like to impose the May 10th deadline that wasn't met by the defense. Tate is scheduled to appear in Wayne County Court June 11th. The Jason Hammock case was before Judge Denton Auden in Wayne County Court on Friday. In the court session, it was learned that the defense dropped a witness off of their defense witness list. According to Hammock's attorney, David Benny, the defense will be dropping a doctor from testifying in that case. Special Prosecutor Lorinda Lampkin filed a third amended information motion with the court, and Judge Auden granted that admission. Jason Hammock was charged in May of 2018 with criminal sexual assault with the victim older than 13 but under the age of 17, and criminal sexual assault by force. The case is now set to go to trial July 8th in Wayne County Court. The final pretrial conference is set for June 10th at 2:30 in Wayne County Court. The trial was originally set for holiday week. Hammock's attorney, David Binney, was worried about the 4th of July holiday. The defense objected to that motion initially, but both parties and Judge Ott agreed to move their jury trial to July 8th. Wayne County Board held their special session last night at the Wayne County Courthouse upstairs courtroom. Several community members were on hand at the meeting. The board, following the Pledge of Allegiance and prayer, voted to enter an executive session. Andy Glover voiced his concern about entering the executive session, stating that the session would have been done at the regular session earlier in the month, and should have been done, in fact. Board voted to give Coroner Kerry Dagg a raise of up to $23,500 for the first year, and then 3% for the years after. The vote went 9-4 in favor of Dagg. Dagg was originally looking to go to $50,000. A school resource officer was also discussed for Wayne City Schools. The school would be responsible for 86% of a current 5-year deputy's salary. Any raises as well, depending on what the county is paying for the position. The contract is for 3 years, and the board voted in favor of the school resource officer unanimously. Due to the chance of storms, Fairfield City Fire Department's pork chop and pork burger fundraiser sale for tomorrow is changing locations to the Fairfield City Fire Department. The department headquarters is located at 108 Northwest 7th Street in Fairfield. Fire officials say that they will have a drive-through sale at the back of the fire station on the east side from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. All proceeds will go towards repairs of the Children's Fire Safety House. The house will benefit the community and surrounding communities and children on what to do if a fire were to ever occur at their home. Marshall, the fire dog, will be at the fire station as well for pictures. Fire officials ask that you do not block the front of the fire department so trucks can get out in the event of an emergency. This is Wayne County Now. We'll take a look at the weather forecast here in just a few moments. Also, we've got a look at community calendar notes, obituaries, sports, and with it being Friday, the Wayne County Salute coming up as well. This is Wayne County Now.
When you need concrete or masonry work, New Gen Concrete is your go-to in Wayne County and the surrounding area. They can help you finish that concrete project with anything from flat work, stairs and stem walls to decorative stamping and masonry resurfacing. New Gen Concrete, set in stone on Williamson Drive in Fairfield. Call 618-516-5002 or email them at newgenconcretellc@yahoo.com to get on the schedule today.
Ready to purchase the home of your dreams? People's National Bank is here to help you reach that dream. People's National Bank makes it easy to apply for a home loan online at peoplesnationalbank.com. With a wide variety of mortgage loan products, we have the right loan for you, whatever your needs are. Hi, this is Sarah Zonders, mortgage lender with People's National Bank in Fairfield. Give me a call or apply online today to get started. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And welcome back to Wayne County Now. Time to take a look and see what's going on in the weather. Calling for a slight chance of a shower very late tonight. In fact, we're talking 3 a.m. in the overnight hours. The showers, thunderstorms are possible through the rest of that overnight hour time. Some of those storms could produce heavy rainfall, mostly cloudy with a low of 63. Showers, possibly a thunderstorm for your Saturday. Some storms could produce heavy rainfall, the high 75. 30% chance of showers, thunderstorms late Saturday night, mostly cloudy, the low 61. Sunday, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 82. Partly cloudy Sunday night, the low 64. Showers, thunderstorms return Monday, partly sunny, high of 85. Showers, thunderstorms Monday night, otherwise partly cloudy, the low 67. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, showers, thunderstorms to forecast with highs in the mid to upper 80s and lows in the mid to upper 60s. All those nights. Good news is severe weather not on the table for this round of shower thunderstorm activity that's set to hit the area. We'll take a look at obituaries coming up in just a few moments, presented by Johnson Devon Funeral Home, 106 Northeast 4th Street in Fairfield, and by Everlasting Florals, 900 West Delaware in Fairfield.
The loss of a loved one can leave you with a lot of unanswered questions, feelings of stress and anxiety, and grief. The experienced funeral directors at Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home in Fairfield can help guide you through all aspects of the funeral process to provide you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Call them at 618-842-6006. The Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home, 106 Northeast 4th Street in Fairfield, serving the Wayne County area with compassion, dignity, and respect.
If you're looking for supplies for memorial decorations or a memorial piece, look no further than Everlasting Florals, formerly Leg Manufacturing, at 900 West Delaware in Fairfield. Owners Chad and Melissa Musgrave offer a full line of wholesale and retail floral supplies, silk flowers for every season, and even manufacture a variety of items in-house, from wire and aluminum saddles to cemetery can holders, shepherd's hooks, and flag holders. Everlasting Florals, making the world more colorful, one stem at a time. Local and area obituaries on Wayne County Now, presented by Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home, 106 Northeast 4th Street in Fairfield, and by Everlasting Florals, 900 West Delaware in Fairfield. 75-year-old Charles Phil Helm of Fairfield passed away on Thursday at a Perion Care in Fairfield. He was born in Centralia, Illinois, February 1st of 1949, to Merville and Helen Thompson Helm. On July 3rd of 1971, he married Brenda Smith. They were about to celebrate 53 years of marriage. Phil graduated from Salem High School in 1968 and then enrolled in the American Academy of Art in Chicago. He completed his associate's degree in commercial art at SIU Carbondale in 1971. Phil was a longtime employee of Kincaid's Hardware, then was employed for the city of Fairfield prior to his retirement in 2011. He served in the U.S. Army Reserves in South Carolina during the Vietnam War. Phil was a member of the First Christian Church in Fairfield. Phil's passion was music and movies. He amassed a large collection of records, CDs, and DVDs. He was a trivia expert on bands, their members, and their songs, as well as movies and their casts. He also enjoyed collecting die-cast cars. Phil is survived by his wife Brenda of Fairfield, son Matthew, and wife Brandy Helm of Newburgh, grandson Jackson Helm of Newburgh, sister Mary Grace Sheffers of Woodstock, Illinois, nephews Mark Easley of Rockford, and Chris and wife Jean Easley of Huntley, Illinois, niece Andrea Sheffers of Woodstock, Illinois, brother-in-law Jerd and wife Tally Smith of Jeff, sisters-in-law Kim and significant other Robert Lerner of Edinburgh, Scotland, and Peggy and husband Bob Lyons of Springfield. Step-granddaughter Krista Stallings of Newburgh, Indiana, and step-great-granddaughter Brooklyn Stallings also survive. Phil was preceded in death by his parents, paternal grandparents J.T. and Mary Jane Helm, maternal grandparents Richard and Ma Grace Thompson, nephew David Brian Easley, parents-in-law Charles and Dorothy Smith. Per Phil's wishes, his body will be cremated and a graveside memorial service will be held at 2 p.m. on Friday, June the 7th at Maple Hill Cemetery. Friends and family are asked to go directly to the cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Cancer Care Specialists of Illinois for their Fairfield Clinic, the Wayne County Humane Society, and they will be accepted at the Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home in Fairfield. Johnson & Vaughn Funeral Home in Fairfield is assisting the family with arrangements. 94-year-old Robert M. Russell of Mill Shoals passed away at 2:10 a.m. on Thursday, May 30th at Wabash Senior Living in Carmine. Bob was born December 1st of 1929 in Evansville to Bernice M. and Daisy Merritt Russell. He had a special companion, Mary Voppel, for over 25 years. Bob was a veteran of the U.S. Army Corps and was also an area manager for an offshore drilling company, traveling all over the world with his job. The one thing that Bob loved to do was ballroom dancing. He was taught by Arthur Murray and then later worked with him in California, teaching others to dance. He and Mary loved to dance, not only in Illinois, but also in Florida, where they spent 6 months out of the year. In April of 2022, Bob was privileged to take an honor flight to Washington, D.C., for which he enjoyed very much. Survivors include his son Robert Russell Jr. of Fort Pierce, Florida, two grandchildren and his sister Margaret Bushery of Mill Shoals, along with several nieces and nephews. He's also survived by Mary's sons, Gary and wife Barb Voppel, Steve Voppel, and Kelly and wife Tanya Voppel. her daughter Debbie and husband Bill South, and several of her grandchildren and great grandchildren. He was preceded in death by his parents, his companion Mary Voppel, his son Steve Russell, and a brother Donnie Russell. Funeral services for Bob Russell will be at 12 noon Tuesday, June 4th at Johnson Devon Funeral Home in Fairfield. Burial will be in Shrewsbury Cemetery in Mill Shoals. Military rights will be provided by Anthony Wayne, Post 176 of the American Legion, and Wayne County, Post 4535 at the VFW. Visitation will be from 10 a.m. until service time at Johnson Devon Funeral Home. Memorial donations may be made to the Mill Shoals Baptist Church and will be accepted at the Johnson Devon Funeral Home. Johnson Devon Funeral Home of Fairfield assisting the family with arrangements. 85-year-old Shirley Ann Pilcher of Fairfield passed away at 4 a.m. Wednesday at Sisney Rehabilitation and Healthcare. She was born August 21st of 1938 in Wayne County to William P. and Ruby Grubb McNeely. On October 25th of 1956, she married the love of her life, Louis Pilcher, who preceded her in death in 2014. Shirley was a member of the First Baptist Church in Fairfield. She loved her family, friends, and the Lord, and was always trying to take care of everyone around her. Survivors include two sons, Terry and wife Stacy Pilcher of Jeff, and Randy Pilcher of Fairfield, a grandson, Aaron Ray Pilcher, a great-grandson, Maxton Pilcher, and a brother, Richard, and wife Anita McNeely of Jeff. She was preceded in death by her parents, her husband, Louis, a grandson, Gregory Pilcher, and two brothers, Gaylord McNeely and Clifford McNeely. Graveside services for Shirley Pilcher will be at 10 a.m. Monday at Maple Hill Cemetery in Fairfield. Friends and family are asked to go directly to the cemetery. Memorial donations may be made at the First Baptist Church and will be accepted at the service or at Johnson Devon Funeral Home. Johnson Devon Funeral Home of Fairfield is assisting the family with arrangements. 76-year-old Richard Lloyd Parker of Sisney passed away at 9:47 a.m. on Saturday, May 25th at St. Vincent Hospital in Evansville. Rick was born November 23rd of 1947 in St. Louis, Missouri, to Richard D. Dick and Mary Jeanette Norman Parker. His mother was the oldest first-time mother at Barnes Jewish Hospital at the time, being 39 years of age. On July 3rd of 1977, he married the love of his life, Peggy I. Atterbury Parker. Rick graduated from Harrisburg High School in the class of 1966. Upon graduation of high school, he attended the University of Missouri in Rolla, graduating in 1971 with a physics degree. Rick came back to Harrisburg and worked in the family business, Lloyd L. Parker Furniture and Piano Store. His grandfather had started the business in 1914, and for the last 10 years before the business closed in 1988, Rick was the owner. He was also a member of the Harrisburg Elks Lodge, BPOE number 1058, for over 50 years. Survivors include his wife Peggy Parker of Sisney, two sons, Lloyd L. and wife Stacia Parker of Harrisburg, Logan and wife Angie Parker of Flora, Lindsay and husband Lance Inslee of Sisney, and 8 grandchildren, Jackson and Luca Parker, Mason Lothar, Caden Parker, Kate Parker Savannah, and Anna Beth Inslee. He was preceded in death by his parents and grandparents. The body of Richard L. Parker has been cremated, and a memorial service will be held at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday, June the 8th at the Johnson Devon Funeral Home in Fairfield. Visitation will be from 10 a.m. until service time. Burial will be at a later date at Sunset Lawn Cemetery in Harrisburg. Memorial donations may be made to Hope Ministries in Jeff and will be accepted at the Johnson Devon Funeral Home. Johnson Devon Funeral Home in Fairfield assisting the family with arrangements. Full obituaries including survivors at mywaynecountynow.com. Community calendar notes next. This is Wayne County Now.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Dive into summer with the latest styles at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield. From top to bottom, Carnaby Square has everything you need to embrace the season in style with brands like Charlie B, Multiples, Jess & Jane, Lucky Bird, and Tribal in sizes from small to extra, extra large. Plus, Carnaby Square carries the largest selection of Brighton purses, jewelry, and accessories around. Carnaby Square, the fashion leader in Southern Illinois, located at 115 East Main Street in Fairfield, making you look great since 1980.
Taking a look at community calendar notes on Wayne County now. If you missed out on the free swim today over at the city pool at Leo French Park, there's another free swim tomorrow, weather permitting, from 1 until 5 p.m. It's presented by Gordy and Diane Toombs of Fairfield. Again, that free swim tomorrow, 1 to 5, at the Fairfield City Pool, located at Leo French Park. The Journey Church on Leininger Road in Fairfield on Sunday will be offering up movie night. The movie will be Narnia. Movie gets underway at 7:30. They will provide popcorn and drinks. You need to provide yourself the comfy seat and snacks if you would like. If you have a community calendar note, you can send it to us, news@mywaynecountynow.com. We'll work on getting it on for you as well. By the way, Hope Ministries and Jeff, I omitted this one a moment ago. Hope Ministries and Jeff is having one of their monthly grocery giveaways, and that will take place tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. for registration on the west side of the grade school at Jeff. You'll line up. They will take down your information, and they will, from there, get you loaded up. You don't even have to leave the vehicle, a way that Hope Ministries and Jeff is supplementing and trying to help those in the community. If you have a community calendar note, you can send it to us, news@mywaynecountynow.com. You can send us a Facebook message, shoot us a text at 618-737-9996, or you can also send us a community calendar note through our website with the submission form at mywaynecountynow.com. We've got sports coming up in a moment, but now we're going to take this time out for the Wayne County Salute.
When describing traditional products like checking or savings accounts, many banks use the word personal banking. At FNB Community Bank, they focus on the personal side of that term. How? By always applying personal attention, by always delivering with personal care, and by treating you like a person, not an account. FNB Community Bank, banking, business, life, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This week's FNB Community Bank Wayne County Salute is Jarek Keoughan, Private First Class, U.S. Army. Jarek is a 2022 graduate of Fairfield Community High School. He completed his basic training in AIT at Fort Moore in Georgia. He's based in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, where he's assigned to the 187th Infantry Battalion Iron Racketsons, where he serves as the grenadier for his team. He's currently deployed overseas. Jarek is the son of Marty and Alyssa Keoughan. Our Wayne County salute to Jarek Keoughan, Private First Class of the U.S. Army, presented by FNB Community Bank.
Whatever your project might be, Gibbs Excavating and Land Management, LLC has the right tool and the expertise to get the job done right. The crew at Gibbs Excavating and Land Management can handle any job from stump grinding or forestry mulching, driveway repair, concrete demo and rock work to dirt and auger work, trenching, and even garden tilling. Call us 618-516-1462 or email Austin at austingibbs70@yahoo.com to schedule your free estimate today.
And time now for sports on Wayne County Now. I'm Dustin Fuller. Fairfield Community High School held their spring awards last night with Exception Baseball. That awards ceremony is set for tonight at 7. Starting off with Mules Boys Track, Chris Garber was named the most improved, with Skylar Bladell as Newcomer of the Year, Trent Bliss as Field Event MVP, Grant Jeanette as Distance MVP, and Justin Johnson as Sprint MVP. The Male Mule of the Year was named to be Trent Mason. In Girls Track, Madison Weir was named Most Improved, Ren Braddock was Newcomer of the Year, Emily Vaughn named Sprint MVP, Myra Copeland named the Amy Turner Relay Award winner, Ella Sager was named the Distance MVP, Sierra Turner was named Field Event MVP, and the Lady Mule of the Year went to Emerson Robbins. In softball, Peyton Harvey was named Most Improved, Caden Wells won the Defense Award, the Offense Award went to Olivia Rice, and the Most Valuable Teammate was Reagan Wells. In boys tennis, Grady Simpson was named Most Improved, and Peyton Owen was named MVP. Again, baseball awards are this evening at Leo French Park. That'll be at 7 this evening. In Major League Baseball action, some afternoon baseball action. Saw the Cincinnati Reds knock off the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley 5-4. Taking a look at action in MLB tonight, Cardinals are on the road at Philadelphia. That's a 5:40 start time. You catch that game on 105.9 FM WOKZ. Tampa Bay is at Baltimore at 6:05 tonight. At 6:07 tonight, Pittsburgh is at Toronto. At 6:10, Detroit's at Boston. Washington is at Cleveland. Arizona is at the New York Mets. Texas at Miami. At 6:20 p.m., Oakland is in Atlanta. At 7:10 p.m., San Diego is at Kansas City. Houston hosts Minnesota. Chicago White Sox entertain Milwaukee. At 9:10 this evening, Colorado's at the LA Dodgers. The LA Angels are at Seattle. And at 9:15 p.m., New York Yankees visit San Francisco. Taking a look at the NBA, the finals ticket has been punched for the Mavericks. They won 124-103 over Minnesota last night to take that series 4-1. Dallas and Boston at the NBA Finals that start a week from last night in Boston. That it will be a 7:30 tip that night. In the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, last night's winner was Florida. They knocked off the New York Rangers 3-2. The Panthers hold a 3-2 series lead in that Eastern Conference Stanley Cup final. The Western Conference final continues tonight, tied at 2 between Edmonton and Dallas. That is a 7:30 puck drop this evening. In the WNBA tonight, you have a few games on tap for this evening. Taking a look at the schedule that is set to get underway this evening in the WNBA. Las Vegas Aces take on the Atlanta Dream at 6:30 this evening. Also at 6:30, Dallas is at Connecticut. Washington is at the New York Liberty. And at 8:30 this evening, Phoenix entertains Minnesota. Time now to get off of the sports side of things. We've got one final announcement that we were going to make. We mentioned that we would make this earlier in the week. And we want to say a welcome to those in Edwards County on Wayne County Now. Starting officially July 1st, Wayne County Now will start to incorporate some Edwards County news into the newscast as well. As it was announced earlier on the Wayne County Now Facebook page. We welcome those in Edwards County that are going to be joining us. For the latest local news, whether it's sports anytime, visit our website at mywaynecountynow.com. I'm Dustin Fuller with news on Wayne County Now.